Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. It's time for some more Workers and Resources, where... Alright, which one's the one I like? 43. That's pretty good. Yeah. Want to see me burn tons of money? 'Cause by golly, am I going to burn tons of money. But to be fair, I do think it's worth it. You know, I do think it's worth it. We want the snowplow, and many of them. Alright, good. This rail bridge may someday be done. God, I hope so. Alright, so we're just kind of continuing on with some development. I noticed that this did not have a factory connection, so I've run demolition. We still will need water here, which, I don't know. I think it's fine. I'm just going to trust my gut instinct that it should be fine. Even though I feel like in the past I have said and done the exact same thing, and it has turned out not fine. But like, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, actually, when I think about it, I think I used like an open source thing, and then the quality managed to get so low it was unusable. But it'll be fine, probably. Alright. I also upgraded the helicopters to Mi-6s. Because they hold twice as many people, because I'm an idiot. The Mi-10s became our firefighting helicopters, because they are, like, equivalent in that sense. Yeah. So Mi-6s will drop off workers everywhere, as need be. Alright. So it is January. 7,000. Honestly, it's not a bad haul of crops for what we got. It's obviously still not enough, but when is it ever enough? Here's the thing, I don't necessarily know if I want to do a big field setup here, because I'm mentally thinking to myself that I need to actually put a bus station like right here and expand the industry. You know? Like move the bus station over and start expanding the industry, so I'm hesitant. But I'm hesitant to put them pretty much everywhere, which is not helpful. It is not helpful. Oh well. We'll get there yet. So, I could potentially set up the farms here and just leave myself some room here. I think that's good. Yes. I think that works. That's probably my best bet. I can feel a little better with that, you know? Hang on. Is this actually able to fit? No, it definitely goes into the river. Shame. One, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so this is a total of 8 of the requisite 15 I'm aiming for. I'm not going to do a spare field. I have no reason to, now that I'm going to be using fertilizer. Unfortunately, I need to have a look at infrastructure. No, we're good. Slightly annoying, however, is that this field here would potentially block that road, but maybe not. So yeah, that's 8, 9. Flip her around. I need some space for like trying to run the rail. If this is going to be the input output. 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15. Okay. It's a little tight, but I think it's fine. Barring that I could actually flatten terrain around here. I take it the terrace pool office is just a little busy right now. Because you... No, you have a free excavator. That's just out of range, I guess. Which hurts. Yeah, how's Radom doing? Oh, that's good. 12 citizens weren't able to get meat. That's not good. Crown is handled. Good. Yeah, shopping center does not have meat access, which isn't a huge shock. Alright, we're starting to see some plowing going on, which is good. Oh, good. This is getting there. Lots to plow. Yeah. Good. Alright, not bad. Not bad. So... what in the hell do I do? That's a good question. I guess I just get another construction office out here. A regional one for this area is probably a good idea anyway. Yeah. Need to continue to expand the construction industry. God, I have so much space. Unfortunately, of course, placing such a thing would mean I need a free excavator, probably. Unless I can get lucky. Which, yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'm gonna go with not happening. It's always kind of like a bit of an annoyance expanding outward. Like this. Oh, this'll do. Alright. Well, I guess it's the best I'm getting. Alright. So that should be good. Asphalt's getting laid. This is still being built, slowly but steadily. Has any progress been made on this bridge really yet? I don't think so. Probably, yeah, it's not even assigned. Things are still progressing slowly over here. At some point, we'll be connected up to the rest of the rail network. I get to figure out what the hell I'm doing about this. Once we're here, I think I can demolish those two pieces, and I'll figure out maybe some wood railway hookup for that. Or these three even, maybe? Do we need another track builder? Not really. What I need is a different place for the track builder. Currently, it coming from Kelm is really bad. I think there is hope that at some point, once Radom is stabilized and regrows into its full population, I'll be able to put down the track builder here and have it work. You know, and be building out a lot more. But right now, the location of the track builder is basically a nightmare. So. Because, yeah, it doesn't travel super fast. It's only got 65 kilometers an hour. So, not only you know, does it have to travel a long way slowly, it's also causing traffic jams as it goes, which is not great. So. Alright. Still, it'll do. Hopefully that can get resolved in short order, because I would like to get this farm built. Because I kind of feel like I am only... I'm definitely demolishing this town for the record. Like, let's... I'm not even gonna, like, pretend. I don't even have a, like, use for this, so... Let's move these people to Radom. That's it. Isn't a death zone anymore. Yeah, this town's gonna get consumed. These people moved in. Good. So, demolition over here finally finished. Okay, now can I actually place down a working storage for this? That would be ideal. Wow, this is actually a bit of a nightmare, ain't it? I guess this works. Maybe if I demolish that road. You know? Alright, we'll eventually get it placed. And eventually this will be done. That'd be lovely. Oh, good. Oh. It still needs to be built. But most of this is now pathed. Good. Alright. Keep building. Truth be told, I should also start demoing this. We don't really want people moving into these buildings, so... On a slightly related note, I think a bunch of these buildings I marked as do not move into. I need to probably allow people into this region again. Because I think Radom is going to fill up fairly quickly. Although I do need to do something about meat. We'll see. Meat isn't too hard. Electronics and chemicals right now is kind of my focus, but we'll get there yet. Limited amount. This will only carry boards. Done. Alright, that's the last of the road. Perfect. Oh no. Still hasn't been. It's fine. Gosh. It will be good to have the chemical plant. I guess there is one final thing I need to do, though. Let's see. Where is an entrance for people? Apparently nowhere along the back. Oof. Okay, that's gonna complicate things. I think I can place this here. And it should be fine. But I'm also pretty sure there's a cliff here maybe, so... Yeah. Yeah, that's not happening. Okay. Unfortunately I've boxed this in, so that can't be used. I think I have to do an underground tunnel to here. From up here. Which is fine. Really? I'm not too worried. Alright. Zamask, I think, can also still supply the chemical plant. I was uncertain if that was going to be the case, but it's looking pretty promising. I've also done a pretty good job at keeping a lot of the roads clear, thanks to the snowplow army. So we had a fairly efficient winter, all things considered. I'm also thinking I want to shut down this little setup here. You know? I think I can just kind of deliver waste here. Speaking of which, waste is here is being handled, right? Good. Just wanted to make sure. You know, anytime I look away from something for too long, I just kind of expect it to devolve into a crisis, so... I try and use a fair bit of caution these days. Okay, now that's done. Now we can add that to the construction list. Good. Alright. So any chance I can place down a farm here to cap off what I'm doing here, or is that going to be a no-go? Well, it looks like I can get a farm in here. Nice. Alright. So, we will in fact be sowing soon. Unfortunately, it seems as if, though, fertilizer is in short supply. Like, we've managed to get some, but it's pretty clear I'm going to need more. I think the answer is a dump. I think. Because the medium dump does have 2 slots for vehicle unloading, which I think is probably what I need. Although this one's managed to go and get itself surrounded, so that's not going to work out super well. I'll consider my options with that. We'll see. But I'll get a couple of those down to help out and try and get more fertilizer going. How are we doing? Crops are holding remarkably steady. I don't know how, but it seems like it's holding. Like I am actually producing enough crops. Thank God I never trust myself. You know? Because like I was just doing my napkin math and I'm accounting margin of error, and apparently I was off by a massive amount. You know? Like, by my estimates, we actually should be very low right now. The fact that we still have 6,000 tells me I fucked up massively somewhere. which is great. It's the direction I love to fuck up in, you know? It's much better than fucking up in the other direction where it's like, oh, yeah, no, you're using like 3 times as much crops as you think you are. And it turns out I'm just using 1/3 the crops I think I am for some reason. Still not sure why, but hey. Okay, that road got demolished. Okay, let's try and place this down again. And hopefully it will work this time. Gosh, I hope so. Yes, there we are. Okay. But yeah, so we'll get that, and that will actually bring the sawmill online, and that will actually get us boards for construction. Now, boards, of course, for construction and wood for chemicals is another just thing I don't have to worry about importing so much, you know? Which I'm always happy to have. So do I split this off and run through the forest here? I don't know. The ideal would be somehow using the in-hook rail here. Ooh, new bus. The IK Auto 280 bus from Hungary. Alright. So, how good or bad is it? Because I am interested. 63. It does do 135 passengers. So, like... it technically beats out the trailer bus, which is good. Not by as much as I would like, though. You know? For considering an actual upgrade. 3 kilometers an hour and 10 people is just not much. I'm gonna need a little more. So I just want to confirm some data here. Everything is working as I expected to. Yep. Alright, food is full. It's actually very possible that most of my crops were used filling up the food tank here. Because I think originally things were not going so well and we were actually at a food deficit. So this might be more where we are metastable now. Like, just hypothetically. No, it still tells me I used 1,100 crops last year, or last month. Unless last month, import of resources. There are no crops. I have an incorrect number somewhere. Where, I don't know. Where, I do not know. Production of resources. Last year. I guess that's the thing. I produced, in theory, 15,000 crops. Which roughly is enough. In practice, who knows? So yeah, I'm not sure. The fourth farm, though, either way will let me do livestock, so I'm pretty happy with it. Because just in general, my consumption of everything as I approach autarky is going to be big. You know? Good. Slow and steady wins the race. Still, it ain't bad. It's nice having bricks now, too. Bricks, boards, steel, and mechanical components. As far as, like, construction goods go, that's pretty decent, you know? Steel, bricks, boards, mech components. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 4 out of 9. Construction things ourselves now. Alright. Come on, build this up. Build it all up. So much to build. Still another 235 tons of concrete. Goddamn. To be fair, everything is just kind of working away. It is going a lot faster thanks to Helicopter Construction Office. Of course, setting up a central helicopter cargo depot, I think, has to be the next stage, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. So the Mi-10 cargo can do both open and closed hull. But here's the weird thing. The regular Mi-10 was capable of doing more than what it said. Like, it went and got... Also can do dry bulk, noted. It went and got gravel. It went and got concrete. So, unfortunately, there's something here that the game isn't telling me about, which always makes all of my decisions very difficult. But that's fine. I'm not sure if I actually want the helicopter construction office here. I think what I want is the heliport cargo platform. That makes sense. So. We're not going to deliver by train here ever, I don't think. But yeah, so that's going to be steel, bricks, and boards. Electro and mechanical components can share a warehouse. I think actually even the open storages could be shared. But I mean, you're never going to need more than... Yeah, let's go with 200 tons of this. Should be fine. 100 tons of each. Whoops. 100 tons of each. Tons of each. Okay. Concrete and asphalt, I don't think are something I can really do. It might be possible, but I would need a different setup. I can have multiple heliport cargo platforms. It's not really that big of a deal. I am willing to say that, you know, this will work. And then theoretically, there's prefab panel here. Too low? Yeah, that's fair. Alright. Got poisoned. Alright. So something like this. Not bad. It's a nice little park. Alright. This would allow helicopters to, you know, theoretically get the cargo they need and actually work. We'll see about what we can do with that. Is bridge done yet? Still no. Seems doing its best for what that's worth. But it's still got a ways to go. Okay. Out of curiosity, helicopter construction office. Yeah, you can still do auto search in 3,500 meters. That's the last of the bricks arriving. That's got all that it needs. So this just needs some concrete, which it's kind of competing with, so... Hopefully a lot of this will get done in fairly short order. Where are these things anyway? You know what? I'm definitely not mad about that. Good stuff. Get this built. Alright. But yeah, getting cargo copters in to expand construction and like having a local construction industry is great. We'll need, you know, gravel and cement and all that stuff at some point soon too. Yeah, these things having a much larger fire bucket is good. They're very good at putting out the fires now. Good stuff. Yeah, we have a waste train doing that. Good. What does the steel mill put out again? I assume a decent bit of metal scrap. Oh, above 10%. I mean, even if the others was close to 60, 80, like, that has to be nigh, like, 15% minimum metal scrap, which is pretty good. Yeah. With the mines, you know, potentially generating me gravel and this, I'm thinking waste management might soon crop up as a thing I need to deal with. It's not really a thing right now, but, you know. Your groundworks material, get it going. Right. More work days there. That just requires 73 work days. Another load of concrete, and that's good to go. Yeah, we're making good progress. We're making good progress. Some spare iron even. Nice. Coal is holding. Barely though. God. Someday we'll actually produce the boards. Won't that be nice? But yeah, the march of industry continues. And soon, the march of helicopter construction. Not quite ready for that yet, I don't think. That said, make sure to connect up to here, right? wood. We got so much work to do. And are we starving to death? Not yet. We'll see. I'm still a little bit concerned with how that's going to go down. I think I always will be, though. God, do I need a scrapyard? I need to do something about these old things. I'm just assuming at this point, like, we can't repair it anymore. So. Okay. Hey, export office. I'm going to direct you to export to NATO here. Okay. Boom, boom. Boom. Yes. Okay, that isn't clear, so that's good. Alright. The exporting office is now going to target NATO for exporting, which should be good. Out of curiosity, on import notes, where am I sitting? Well, still importing a lot of steel this month, but that's okay. It's not an every month thing. Let's have a look at last month. Maybe it is an every month thing. We'll get it sorted. Yeah. So yeah, it's still just electronics, meat, and chemicals I need to worry about. And electronics are getting worse. Electronics are really bad to leave too long. I need them. This is the first step to getting them. Soon. Alright, well that has everything it needs. This should hopefully get... And there's its mechanical components. Here comes all the concrete. And there's the steel. At least a good chunk of it. I have so many vehicles I need to replace. You know? So, the I-12Ds, you guys, open hull. Total capacity. Let's see, yeah, we have the MZ504 open. Not quite these, but hey, it'll do. Even these, I think, should always be getting replaced with the MZ504s now. Is there any dumper that is better than you yet? That's a good question. Sort by total capacity. 252, the 250B. So this thing can go nearly twice as fast for half as much. Thought. Okay, the Mark P dumper is good, but that's an American thing. This thing can do 80 for half as much. As long as it's not mostly on gravel roads, this is valid. So, I'll approve it. Anything better than the T138? J300 mixer. You can generally get the Chav bus. They can do 80. Or I guess that's the Skeed RTO, so we should do the IKR80. Wear and tear, if it's above 50 and at least 10 years old. Or maybe closer to 60. Or 70-ish. I need to figure out what the hell I'm doing with those Rustons. Well, I guess I know. The answer is I wait for an export. I hear no trains. Oh. 100 tons of alcohol. Okay. To be fair, that should never have occurred. But I know how it occurred, so it's fine. It's because for a brief moment I allowed it to export literally everything to it. So who knows exactly what it's actually trying to export right now? But yeah. So the good news is I should be able to scrap the old excavators. Or at least some of them now. And it's going to be pretty tough. On the plus side, heck yeah. New, better excavators are available. So we will. Alright. Scrap the rest of these damn old things too. Those excavator. Yeah. Alright. Good enough. It's a start. Alright. I think that's probably a good place to put in a cut. I was wondering, like, why is it not filling up? And now I have my answer. Because the factory connection's not done yet. It soon shall be rolled. Alright, we need, like, one more delivery of workers. Yeah, is this bus on the way? I swear to God, every single this bus needs to be replaced. Like so many before it. These old, shitty-ass this buses, come on. MC504s, like, that's all those I can replace. Can't replace any of those right now. If anything, I think what I need to do, let's get rid of those. Does this destroy it? It does not. Also be replaced with the MC504, although maybe not you. Seems to want to get rid of the remaining YAG 10 wastes. Good. All the YAG 10 wastes have been dealt with. Honestly, not too bad. Alright, that factory connection's done. God. We're so close to having boards. 108 tons of wood. So theoretically, again, how much can a woodcutting post provide here? I just need to do some math on how many should actually work in that sawmill. 63 tons. So, like, let's have 5 people work in this sawmill. You know? Because I actually don't want all of the getting converted into boards. Just most. Alright. So, how much more construction do you have to do? Unfortunately, still a decent bit. Yeah, I guess it's not actually all that close to done, is it? for a lot of this. And there's some reconstruction. I need to let my construction offices chill, so that way hopefully at some point I can actually replace these buses. Of course, chilling with this chemical plant is pretty much impossible. Alright. It's coming, boys. This bus brings with it the ability to create wood and boards. Oh. Let there be construction material. Let there be a chemical precursor. Very good. No power supply. No drinking water. Yeah, sure. Should probably fix some of that. I'll give it that. But there's still just so much work to do in general. I'll probably hook up a water supply here. I think I've got a... I don't even know where I put it. Here? Yeah. So. We'll put in a water switch and try and set up the rest of this as well. Actually, he's already using 13 a day. Damn. Maybe I need a fresh water supply. There. Alright. Well, either way, congratulations to us. We have our first boards for construction. And I feel like I need another pair of zills. You know? Crane, I don't know. I think I should get the U377 monitors. Let's go. There we go. Alright. But yeah, our first boards. You know, going forward, that just makes construction for me even cheaper. That's just another thing I don't have to import. Someday it'll be done. Everything will be glorious. God, I hope so. On that note, thank you everyone for watching. Some bulldozers. Some excavators. I've been your playhost Kevin, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, folks. Have a good night.